What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am Jess. You're watching Keto Rewind, and today's video is going to be basically answering why I went from carnivore to keto when carnivore was clearly doing big things, like helping me out. A lot of you raised some really good concerns about my decision. It was whichever spot the cards is, and I'll put the link for the video down below, but basically it was the video I did yesterday, or my week 167 keto update. So a lot of you raised some really good points or concerns about my decision to go back to keto when that was clearly working for me. So I only can explain so much in a weekly video, without your eyes glazing over. So part of that was because I can't give too many details. The video gets too long. So I thought, I'll explain it as best I can, and then if I need to, I'll make a second video. So that's basically where we're at today. So, but before I jump all into that, I'm gonna go get my walk in, because you still need to move your body. It's one of the things that just helps me clear my head, keeps my decisions, on par with what I need to do. So please move your body. I'm drinking my Element Electrolytes. And speaking of Element, thank you for sponsoring this video. These are the electrolytes that I swear by. When you take out all of the processed foods and all the crap, all those carbohydrates, you still need the electrolytes in your diet. And especially if you're exercising, you're eating a keto or carnivore diet, it's a lot easier to become dehydrated. So I drink at least one 32-ounce bottle of electrolytes per day. If I happen to do more activity in the evenings, like if I have softball practice with my kids and I'm running around and sweating, or if I go for another walk or whatever the case may be, I'll have another one when it's time for, that extra activity. But typically, if I just get my workout in the morning, the one bottle of electrolytes is good for me. And then I will just refill this bottle up for the rest of the day as I need it. And I kid you not, drinking your water really helps so much. There's been a lot of times that I thought I was hungry in the past, and I turned it out being thirsty. So drink your water. But if you want to try the Element Electrolytes, you can use my special link and order yourself up a free sample pack of 8 unique flavors. You only have to pay shipping, which is about $5. And this promo is only available with my special link for a limited time, limit 1 per customer. Click the link below, and thank you, Element, for sponsoring this video. So speaking of activity, I'm gonna go get my walk in, and I'll be back when I've got some makeup on, I've got my workout done, and we can talk about why I went from carnivore when it was clearly working back to keto. So see you in a few.
One eternity later.
And I am back. So I got my walk done, check. I've got myself some makeup on, I got outfit on, I'm ready to take on my day. And that's why after I go for a walk, I usually have this really good energy, and my thoughts are so clear, and that's why I wanted to wait until I had that done to make this video. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why would I get rid of a carnivore lifestyle and go back to keto when carnivore was working? So let's talk about it. The main thing is, in the past 3 years, I have learned so many lessons. I have learned facts. I have learned opinions about myself, or what I thought was true was not true. I've learned what worked and what didn't work. I've had trial and error. I have literally been through it all in the past 3 years. And at this point in my journey, I know what worked and didn't work. I can understand now what happened, because when I first started this journey, I had no idea. I'd never even had success trying to lose weight before. All I knew was how to be morbidly obese and keep yo-yoing. That was all I knew. So when everything took off and I started just plowing through the scale, it was like I wasn't prepared for the success I was gonna have, which led me back down to why I rebound 50 pounds. So at this point, looking back now, it's so obvious. It's like, now I know. It's like, it's that experience, that wisdom that I have now that I wish I would have known. So in order for me to get my head in the game, to give myself the best chance to get this goal of mine, which means I want to get to my goal weight. I want to live a healthy life. I want to be happy with what I do. I want to fully commit and live and breathe, what I'm doing, right? So in order for me to get there, I had to go through some serious, hard truths and facts about my journey. And when I started the journey, having that success initially, the weight melted off, I was laser focused. So reflecting back on those days, the first 6 months of my videos on this channel, I was laser focused. I didn't entertain keto recipes. I didn't entertain ketofied recipes. Like a familiar comfort food that's now keto, like that kind of thing. I'm not talking about a keto recipe as in, chicken and vegetables. I'm talking about it was a mac and cheese and now we made it keto. So I didn't know about those ketofied recipes. I didn't know about keto bars, keto products, keto supplements, keto, shakes, meal replacement things. I didn't know anything about that stuff. And it wasn't until I started getting bombarded by sponsors and brands that I even knew about these things. So what I'm trying to say is that once I kind of got too ahead of myself, and I thought I could do it because I had that initial success. But what I didn't do is work on what was driving me to want all these things, to the emotional side of the journey. And as I added back in things that triggered me, whether it would have been a cheat day or a keto version of whatever food, it would trigger me, and then I would start making bad decisions, and then the snowball effect happened. So looking back now, I see it all. It's like jumping out and waving flags at me, all the points of my journey where I was getting off track and I didn't know it. So at this point in my journey, I know that the closer that I eat to the farm and the farther I eat away from the bakery, the more success I have. And that means keto treats and non-keto treats. They both trigger me. They both are horrible. The ketofied treat doesn't taste what I wanted it to taste like because it's not that item. It's the keto version. So I'm not left satisfied. I still want the original thing that I chose not to have. Or if I had the original thing, now I've blown it because now it's a load of crap ingredients and now I'm depressed because I just blew it, Those things are total sabotage to a weight loss journey. But you don't know about that until you've failed so much that you get it. I'm stubborn, I thought I could do more than I could. I got overconfident, right? So what I found is the more basic my plate looked like at the end of the day or every meal that I have, the more success that I had. Basically, clean keto, carnivore, without all the other stuff, all that other distraction, the success came. The triggers that triggered me to become morbidly obese, that were creeping into the keto lifestyle, everything, all of those triggers, the sweet, the urge to eat, the urge to cope, all of those things quieted down when you take those things out of the picture. And it seems so simple and it's maddening that it's that simple. It is, to have the silence, to have the strength back, to have no hunger, and to stress out and not even think of food. You can't get to that point unless you get rid of all the crap, and you clean it up. So it couldn't have been more obvious after 4 weeks what was going on here. And that was the real basic way to eat is what works for me. And what did not work for me is all of those other things that were sweet, whether it be keto or not. Those were all triggers. Those were all easy fixes. How many times I made a keto cookie recipe and, when I was stressed out or something and ate them all, and then I wasn't satisfied. They didn't taste like a Toll House chocolate chip cookie, I don't know how many times that wrecked my journey, and it wasn't fixing the problem. The problem was turning to food. The problem was turning to the wrong foods. The problem was eating the wrong foods so that you're not constantly in this zone of sweet, the urge to have that sweet fix, and you couldn't do that until you took it all away. So I feel like it's one of the game-changing moments of my journey, that my decision to go carnivore for more than a week, for more than like a fast, like to literally go hands in and clean it up, you know? And each week, the silence of those triggers got quieter and quieter and quieter. And the ability to now think again and to make good choices, that shot up in my ability rise. So why would I change that? Well, the main thing is sustainability. I absolutely love carnivore. I will be eating carnivore a lot. There will be times now when I'm eating keto that I don't have to make a side. You know, if I really just want a ribeye, I don't need to have a load of sides to go with it. You know, I could just enjoy the ribeye. And so my version of keto now is going to be more of a high protein, low carb approach, because it's what works. It's what clearly worked for me. And what I'm not gonna do this time around, or this is like my second chance at doing this, is I'm not including all of the frills. I'm not including all the products. I'm not including all of that stuff. And if you haven't noticed by now, I have two sponsors. One's an Electrolyte and one is a grocery service where you can eat any possible way. Like, I have so many people that contact me that want to sponsor my videos, and I just turn them down. Like, I can't recommend that stuff. It may work for you, it doesn't work for me, and I can't share that on my channel. So yeah, it was a huge income hit to say bye to all the affiliates, but what was I gonna do? I have to keep it pretty simple. Back to the basics and closer to the farm. And that's because it works. It quiets down the stuff that derails me. And what do I want more? I want to feel good all day, and I want to have success. There's nothing that can get in my way now from those two things. And it's like my relationship after the past 4 weeks with food has changed so much. Like, I view food that used to just be everything to me as, it's like, ugh, you know, like, I don't want that. You know, like, I don't want what it's gonna do to me. I don't want the emotional effects of it. I don't want the physical effects. So, but I had to really detach myself from that for a while to be able to get to this part. Like, I had to work on that relationship of food. Like, I still want all these things, but you know what I want more? I want to feel good all day. You know, I want to get to my goal. I want that more, you know, but I had to change that relationship. That little thing isn't going to fix anything. It's not going to make me feel better. My problems will still be here after I swallow it, you know? So what do I do to live? Well, I have to work on how to feel good when I'm not eating. You know what I mean? So why switch from carnivore to keto? Well, it's not really that I'm getting rid of keto. I'm just allowing myself the flexibility that if I want to have vegetables on the side, I can have the vegetables. I will absolutely still be having keto days throughout the week, and you know, I'm just not going to make the commitment to 5 days in a row and have all the like strings attached. My thing more is I want to be able to have the flexibility that if there's a day I just really want a salad, I can have the salad, you know? But I will absolutely have days where maybe it's just so much easier to have a steak tonight than worry about a big old casserole, you know, that kind of thing. But I will say the keto recipes that I will be making are going to be a lot less triggering. Like, I'm going to be a lot smarter when it comes to making my food. So when I picture myself, what's next? What is this chapter? What's the final chapter of the Keto Rewind channel? It's living a ketogenic lifestyle. Literally. It doesn't include all of the stuff that triggered me in the past. It doesn't include making something that's not keto and including it in your diet. Like, it's what's going forward for me is really basic keto, and that's what works. And I will honestly have lots of carnivore days still. I will continue to be eating carnivore. Just because I am saying I'm living a keto lifestyle doesn't mean I'm not gonna have days where I am having a carnivore day, you know? I really like carnivore. I mean, I just want the variety of having a salad or some roasted vegetables. Like, I wanna be able to have that too, you know? So by saying I'm just gonna eat clean keto, that's basically carnivore with a few vegetables, you know? So, but I'm not going to stress about the vegetables. If I want vegetables that day, we'll have them, you know? But I'm not gonna say no to a vegetable. The vegetables did not get me morbidly obese. The sugar, the lack of caring, the laziness, that stuff, the standard American diet caused me to become morbidly obese, you know? So all of those things are no longer part of my life, and this is the new chapter for Keto Rewind. So, but the increase in protein, the increase in fat, and the limited carbs was a game changer. So that's the guidelines that I'm going to be following. It's the sustainability approach that I want to go, like, to embark on. This new lifestyle will not include the trigger foods, keto or non-trigger food. But I'm really at that point in my life, and the attitude I have towards the foods that derail me is no, no thanks. You know, but it took a while to get to this point. It took so much blood, sweat, and tears to stand here before you today and be able to even say these things. You know, because I had to go down the wrong door, so the revolving door of no, 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 as the, you know, and just keep hitting those obstacles before I finally found the door that said, listen, Jess, dumb it down, stick it to the basics, and just do clean version of keto, you know? And I honestly feel like I will have success this time around. Like, I know better now. I didn't know better then, you know? So that's why I can say, oh, I don't need carnivore 24/7. I needed the lessons from going carnivore to give me the strength to see facts. The facts are what mattered in the most at the end of the day. So I hope all that made sense. If you can relate, comment down below. I'm trying to help, and I want to help as many people learn from me. Whether it be my victories or my fails, I want you to learn and be able to see this when maybe you encounter this. Anyways, that's it for today. Use the link down below. Check out those electrolytes from Element, and I will see you at the next video. Bye-bye.